This is the first copy poem I'm going to do, called Our Kind by William Stafford. Our mother knew our worth, not much to her success, was not being noticed at all. If we can stay out of jail, she said, God will be proud of us. Not worth a roll of pens, she said when we looked at the album. Grandpa? Ridiculous. Her hearing was bad, and that was good. None of us ever says much. She went. She sent us forth, equipped for our kind of world, a world of our betters, and a nation so strong its greatest claim is no boast. Its leaders telling us, be proud. But over their shoulders, God and our mother signaling, ridiculous. The second copy poem I'm going to do, Surprised by Evening by Robert Bly. There is unknown dust that is near us, waves breaking on shores just over the hill, trees full of birds that we have never seen, nets drawn down with dark fish. The evening arrives, we look up, and it is there. It has come through the nets of the stars, through the tissues of the grass, walking quietly over the asylums of water. The day shall never end, we think. We have the hair that seems born for the daylight, but at last the quiet waters of night will rise, and we our skin shall see far off as it does under water. The third copy poem will be the first song by Galway Cannell. Then it was dusk in Illinois as a small boy, after an afternoon of carting dung, hung on on the on the rail fence, a sap thing, weary to crying. Dark was growing tall, and he began to hear the pond frogs all calling on his ear with what seemed a joy. Soon their sound was pleasant for a boy, listening in the smoky dusk and the nightfall of Illinois. And from the fields two small boys came, bearing cornstalk violins, and they rubbed the cornstalk bowls with resins. And the three sat there scrapping of their joy. And it was now fine music than frogs and the boys. Did in the towering Illinois twilight make, and into the dark, in spite of the shoulder's ache. A boy's hunched body lowered out of the stalk, and the first song of happiness, and the song woke his heart to the darkness and into the sadness of joy. The fourth copy poem is Collage by Quincy Trope. Wings of the snow sweep, disintegrate, slow fall chimney ashes, belch through gray night, silently screaming. Voices thick as molasses, blanket fluttering pavements slide into one another, below moments faces, ringing like bells. The fifth copy poem is called Underground Dancing by Gerald Stern. There's a bird pecking at the fat. There's a bird. There's a dead tree covered with snow. There's a truck driving cinders on the slippery highway. There's life in my backyard, black wings beating on the branches, greedy eyes watching, mouth screaming and fighting over the greasy ball. There's a mole singing hallelujah. Close the rotten doors. Let everyone go blind. Let everyone be buried in his own litter. And the sixth copy poem is called Dream Within a Dream by Edgar Allan Poe. Take this kiss upon the brow, and in parting from you now, thus let me avow, you were not wrong who deem that my days have been a dream. Yet if hope has flown away in the night or in the day, in a vision or in none, is it there? Is it therefore the less gone, and all that we see or seen is but a dream within a dream? I stand amid the roar of a surf-tormented shore, and I hold with my hand the grains of the golden sand. How few, yet how they creep through my fingers to the deep, while I weep. O God, can I not grasp them with a tighter clasp? O God, can I not save one from the pitiless wave? Is all that we see or seem but a dream within a dream? And the next poem I will do will be my hand poem called Into the Mind of This Hand. This hand, my hand, does have a mind. It is the center of the universe and has many uses. It can help control a car or your phone. Some hands don't have the best looks, tight from working hard, or bumpy with age. Use them for feeling like smooth edges of a CD to the rough surface of a desk. Can we dive without our hands stretched to the front? Sometimes we don't kick when we could punch. When I want to run and jump, they are next to me. They could be gross, they could be juicy. Hands aren't just hands. I'm glad to have mine. The next poem I'll read will be the extended metaphor. It's Waking an Old Lady by William Carlos William. Old age is a flight of small cheeping birds skimming bare trees above a snow glaze. Gaining, failing, they are buffeted by a dark wind. But what, O horse weed stalks, the flock has rested. The snow is covered with broken seed husks, and the wind tempered by a shrill piping of plenty. Next poem I'll read is So Much Depend. The next poem I'll read is called The Privacy Fence. A lot goes on behind the brown privacy fence, strained from passing years, dividing the red and white houses. The next poem I will read The next poem I will read is called Look at the Earth. The rigid ground in the barren yard has life developing underneath, where green lies sleep. The final poem I will read is called This Is Just to Say by Taylor Williams. This is just to say I have broken your video game that was in your room, in which you were playing constantly every day. I'm sorry, it was fun playing the game, and I beat every level.